coach laughed. If you don't like the way I train you, then quit. So I quit. And a year later, he watched me beat his team on national television. I was the best player on our high school basketball team, but Coach Stevens treated me like a bench warmer. Every practice, I'd run extra drills while the rest of the team got water breaks. He'd publicly mock my shooting form in front of everyone, calling it garbage mechanics. Meanwhile, his nephew Tyler, who couldn't make a layup to save his life, got my starting position. I kept my mouth shut for months, worked twice as hard as everyone else. In practice scrimmages, I was averaging 28 points. In actual games, 5 minutes of playtime if I was lucky. One day after practice, I approached Stevens. Coach, can I ask why I'm not getting more game time? My stats in practice are... He cut me off. You questioning my coaching decisions? No, I just want to understand what I need to improve. He laughed in my face. You want to improve? Stop thinking you're better than you are. Tyler's a team player. You're selfish. Tyler had literally airballed 3 free throws that practice. I'm working harder than anyone here, I said, trying to stay calm. If you don't like how I run things, quit. He turned and walked away. I stood there for a minute, processing. Then I went to the principal's office the next morning and requested a transfer. My parents supported the decision after I showed them my practice stats versus my game minutes. Riverdale High accepted me 2 weeks later. Their coach, Martinez, actually watched me play before making judgments. First practice, he pulled me aside. Stevens is an idiot for letting you go, he said. You're starting point guard. The difference was night and day. Martinez taught me spacing, court vision, and how to be a leader. I wasn't just playing basketball anymore. I was learning the game at a completely different level. Within 3 months, I was averaging 24 points per game. We won our district championship, then regionals. Suddenly, we were headed to the state finals. Our opponent, Stevens' team. The week before the game, Stevens gave an interview to the local paper. We've had a solid season despite losing some players to transfers, he said, but we've built a team culture that can't be broken. I sent the article to our group chat. My teammates hyped me up all week. Game day arrived. The gym was packed. I could see Stevens on the opposing bench pretending not to notice me during warm-ups. Tyler was starting point guard for them. First quarter, I scored 12 points. Tyler had 2 turnovers and missed both his shots. By halftime, we were up by 18. I had 22 points. Stevens called a timeout, and I watched him chewing out his players from across the court. Third quarter, they made a run, cut it to 8 points. Stevens was screaming, animated, desperate. For a moment, I remembered all those practices where he made me feel worthless. I looked at Coach Martinez. He gave me a nod. Fourth quarter, I went into a different zone. Every shot felt automatic. Pick and roll, pull up 3, drive to the basket. The crowd was going insane. With 47 seconds left, we were up by 2. Stevens' team had the ball. Tyler drove, passed to their shooting guard who missed. I grabbed the rebound. 12 seconds left. I dribbled up court. Stevens was screaming for his team to foul me. They tried. I spun past the defender, stepped back at the 3-point line, and released. Swish. The buzzer sounded. Final score, 78-73. I finished with 34 points. As my team mobbed me, I looked over at Stevens. He was standing there, arms crossed, face completely blank. Our eyes met for just a second. I didn't smile, didn't celebrate toward him, just looked away. That moment was enough. After the game, a reporter stopped Stevens. Your thoughts on your former player's performance tonight? I was walking past, but heard his response. Look, he learned the fundamentals under my program. I'm glad to see him succeeding. I stopped walking, turned around, walked straight over to the interview. Excuse me, Coach Stevens, want to tell them the real reason I transferred? Or should I mention how Tyler rode the bench all season while you gave him my starting spot over me? The reporter's eyes went wide. She turned her mic toward Stevens. His face went bright red. That's not appropriate right now. Neither was telling your best player to quit because he asked for feedback. Stevens walked away without another word. The interview ended awkwardly, but the reporter got her story. 2 days later, my phone blew up. That interview clip went viral locally. Parents from Stevens' school started asking questions. Why had he let me go? Why was his nephew getting preferential treatment? Coach Martinez had Division I scouts at our next 3 games. 2 months later, I signed a full-ride scholarship to a major basketball program. Stevens retired the following year after mounting pressure from parents. Tyler quit basketball entirely.